Hello, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, I'm looking really boss-eyed.
Yoo-hoo.
Cooey. There's a lovely bit of cardboard there. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure, I might as well look at the camera, and privilege to welcome to the stage, the room, the stinky cesspit of Mike's abysmalness. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr Josh Gadenne.
Yoo-hoo.
On drums. There he is.
Good evening, everyone. Michael.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hello. I like how we're greeting each other as if I've only just arrived.
I know.
But I've
Josh!
Been here for 20 minutes.
You're
What?
here.
Where
Good
were
Lord.
you? You were hiding.
You were. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, Mr Josh is the drummer for Recovered, as well as doing many other things in his time. There will be a certain amount of blowing smoke up your ass.
Ooh.
I hope you have
I'm
relaxed.
glad this is recorded. I can watch this back over and over again. Be a nice ego boost.
Hello, TL. Hello, Mark. How you guys doing?
Evening, guys.
Right, so the aim of today is to chat to Josh about, as you see, I've done interviews with people. I've also done jams with people. This is going to be a bit of a meshing.
A hybrid.
A hybrid, indeed. So Josh is going to be, we're going to be playing some tunes. We're going to be chatting to Josh about his influences, his take on drums. Because one of the great things that I love about Josh's playing is that Josh is one of the most inventive drummers I've ever played with.
Thank you.
It's all right.
I'm going to try and take these compliments like a proper grown-up rather than being all like, you idiot, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's not me.
Stop saying nice things about me.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
making
I
me
hate
feel
you.
more awkward. Stop it.
But
I'll try and be an adult.
my aim is to at least get a semi out of you. That's what I'm going to aim. If I flatter you enough.
Blimey.
Mm.
Better aim that camera above the waist.
But it wasn't till, like, obviously playing with you for years, I always knew you were a good drummer, but it wasn't till looking back over some of the video, some of the video footage that I actually sort of started really looking at the intricacies of your playing. And there's just so much that you do that just really subtle, interesting, clever bits and bobs. And part of this is we're looking to try and find out where that's come from, what your influences were that make you do that, and also how you get your particular sort of take on a song.
Yeah. Well, thank you, firstly.
That's all right.
To me, I'm not too aware of any of that, if you know what I mean. Number one, I don't really like watching myself at all, so I never really watch back footage, only on the drum kit. And we'll try and keep it nice and friendly. No, we won't. All right, scratch that.
Too late.
Wrong stream.
Yeah.
It's an evening show. Yeah, so I'm not really too aware of the things you mentioned, the intricacies and the sort of, the creativity with regards to approaching all these different tracks and tunes. And, Recovered, anyone who's seen us knows that we play a lot of a variety of stuff.
And we never play anything right.
No.
It's always kind of sort of our version.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes, that's how we like to get away with it.
Yeah.
Describe it as our take on it.
Yep.
Take on me.
Boom.
In the set. So for me, it's always interesting to hear other drummers' opinions as well, because I'm totally unaware of it. To me, it's just sort of like a try and have fun with it, try and put my own little feel on things without totally making it sound like none of the original parts are there.
Yeah.
And have a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Although a lot of people sound miserable when I'm playing the drums.
Inside, it's party time.
Yeah, it's just because I'm concentrating and I'm trying to give it the effort that it deserves and requires to get Recovered to the level where people want to book us again and again.
There's also a thing with certain drummers I know, and I know Mr Glenn Buck is especially prone to this. He deliberately trained himself not to have facial expressions so that you don't get those drummer faces. Like, my drummer face is this.
I have a repertoire of drum faces. None of them pretty. They're all pretty grim.
They're all pissed off, sad, angry.
Yeah, and the faster the music, the more intense the track. Any drum solos, forget it. Like, your face is just you don't stand a chance.
No.
I can appreciate why Glenn would spend a significant amount of time training himself to do that.
He literally just has one look, and so he's trained any emotion out of his face to eliminate bad photography.
I need to do this. Perhaps Glenn could make an extra bit of money by training drummers to not look like fools whilst they're playing.
I think all he does, he just thinks about Rush while he's playing, and he just gets pissed off.
Is he not a fan?
He hates Rush.
I don't love him. Neil Peart's phenomenal, and I appreciate everything he did for music. Bit like the Beatles. Appreciate what they did. A lot of stuff they've done has led the way for a lot of music that we know and love. But do I want to sit there and listen to it? No.
He says
really.
It just sounds like maths.
Yeah, I guess it does. But without Rush, then one of my favourite bands, Dream Theater, wouldn't exist.
True, and we'll get on to talking about Dream Theater in a wee while.
Okay.
Right, so Josh did also say to throw him some curveballs this evening. So I've got possibly something maybe in mind. We'll see how things progress.
Okay. See how evil you're feeling.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think to start off with, let's do something we can just warm up into. Ooh, what about... How do you fancy a bit of Muse?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Muse are good.
Muse are good. So we are going to do a bit of Hysteria.
Oh. Are you playing bass or are you just singing?
I'm just going to sing. I'm just going to fill in that gap that I haven't got on the backing track.
Gotcha.
Hi, Paul. How you doing, buddy?
Evening, Paul.
Nice to see ya. Okay.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
See how this goes, shall we?
Cheers, Mark.
was good fun.
That was a warm-up, wasn't it?
Was a little bit. It's one of those songs that we don't... it's in our set, but we don't... Is it in our set?
I don't think it is.
I don't know if Hysteria is.
No.
I haven't played that for a very long time.
No, we've never done that. So we should.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good enough track.
Yeah, that'll fuck Nick up a bit, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's fuck up Nick. We like to fuck up Nick.
So one of the things I noticed with playing with that, one of your sort of, you seem a really big fan of putting in, say, just little double parts just to sort of break up the groove and also sort of breaking up the fills as well and everything.
Yeah. I mean, a song like that, there's a lot of sort of that. It's like, that's all there really is. There's not really any other type of fill in it. No. So while sort of staying true to that and making sure it's still in there, rather than sort of doing it every time, I might just put in that. So it's got that same feel.
Just trying to make it a bit more interesting, but keeping the context.
Exactly. It just gives it more of a sort of energetic, especially live as well. Like, just adds a little more character, I guess, and a little bit of my drumming personality to it, I suppose. Whereas the actual like groove and stuff, I just try and keep it like the original. Yeah. So it's recognisable by everyone. Muse, got millions of people around the world listening to it. If I come along and go, I'm going to change the whole song and play whatever I like. So unfit.
I think that's one of the keys that had, as I just said, Meshuggah bleed.
Atta, you come and do it.
Yeah.
I love Meshuggah. We'll get onto that later as well when we.
Yeah, fantastic.
But I can't play any of Thomas Hark's stuff as much as I would love to. You could probably do a pretty good job on that. Are you familiar with Bleed?
No, I'm not actually.
I can't even demonstrate it, but the double pedal sort of going like.
So it's kind of hot for teacher kind of thing.
Sort of. Yeah. But like, it's just furious and powerful, and he's an incredible drummer. Yeah, really phenomenal. Again, live just nails it every time as well, and powerhouse. I mean, the guy's in his 50s, I think.
Really?
He's just like, he's fitter than most,
Yeah.
Crazy stamina.
I think when you play that kind of stuff, though, there's a certain element of sportsmanship that you have to achieve on just a regular basis. If you look at a lot of these drummers, they have to be constantly playing that sort of basically drum exercise routines, isn't it?
You can't just go on cold on stage and do that sort of thing. It's in their muscle memory. They do these warm-ups on kits backstage before. They're doing it every night. They have to be at a certain level to be able to perform complex stuff like that constantly. You can't just go in cold, as it were, and hope that you're going to be able to pull off these complex drum parts. Excuse me, I'm just grabbing my water.
That's all right.
Sorry for the squeaky bottle.
So, are we going to go for some Rush, as we mentioned them?
I mean,
don't forget this is all off the cuff, everybody. We're just throwing these at Josh to see what happens.
What Rush? Why are you in a rush to destroy me so early on?
Because I'm going to get destroyed in a little while when we do the Alter Bridge one, so I might as well destroy you first.
Fair enough. Humiliate me before you humiliate yourself.
Exactly.
I see.
Bit of Tom Sawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played this for a very long time. The last time I played this, you and I gigged with a guy called Simon Pinto, who's a very nice chap and a phenomenal musician, and he whacked it into his set list. And that was the last time I played it 3 years ago.
Same.
So
when I had to dep on drums, it took me 3 weeks to learn it, and then I don't think I ever played it again.
I'm trying to remember, I've got the sort of structure in my head. I often struggle to remember how songs that I haven't heard for a while start, and then someone will sort of just mouth that bit to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. It's all
it starts with bow.
Oh yeah, and it's like yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it would be actually interesting because when I try to learn it, almost note for note. Yeah. So it would be really interesting to see what your take. And
my take will be very much just trying to stay with it. That would be my take. I will probably not get too adventurous with this one.
No worries whatsoever.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you will.
Maybe I'm totally lying to everyone. We shall see.
We're going to find out.
We will find out.
Right. Tom Sawyer. Here we go.
Oh, Tom soiled his pants.
Yeah. Will in a minute.
He would do if he heard me play.
Are you ready?
I am.
Whiplash. Oh, is that Metallica's Whiplash?
No, that's like the...
That's Wipeout.
That is Wipeout. Whiplash must... if it's Metallica...
There's Whiplash by Metallica, isn't there?
I don't know. Unless they're suggesting I play the solo from the film Whiplash. and punch my hand through your snare drum.
Please don't.
I don't want
I've already broken one.
No. Mesh heads and knuckles, not a good combo. Why does this person hate me? Atta, what have you got against me? Have we met? Have I hurt you in a previous life?
Atta's awesome.
I'm waiting for Hot for Teacher to appear next.
Maybe.
No.
Are you ready, Mr. Josh?
Yes, let's go.
A modern day warrior, me in stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, me pride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve required defense, writing out the day's events. Lock me up. Thank you, Leanne. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his skies are white. Today's Tom Sawyer gets high on you, and the space he invaded gets by on you. You hurting yet?
Not too bad. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the witness, catch the wit, catch the spirit, catch the spit. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his eyes are white. Exit the warrior, today's Tom Sawyer gets high on you. As the energy you treat, it gets right on you to the friction of the day. However that goes. Hello, Matt. All right, that's it. Rip.
So a question I have for you. While you're going through this, and obviously this is... Yeah.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday, dear Matthew. Happy birthday to you.
You.
You. Matthew Speed, ladies and gents. Everyone say happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy birthday, Matthew. I love you. You're my favourite person in the world.
Shred like no one else ever shredded ever before. I love you.
Suck on my balls, Matthew.
Drain them.
Go on, do it.
Guess who? Matthew. That's not what the microphone's for.
It is now.
Hope you've all got this turned up nice and loud in your sound bars and your surround sounds at home.
So when you're playing something like that, especially with a song...
Hot for teach, there it is. Told you.
Yeah. Atta's got it in for you.
You're a bully, Atta.
I like the West Side Story medley.
I actually did play that many, many moons ago at a college production. Yep.
Check you.
Don't think I could remember it at all.
I think I've seen West Side Story once. Can't remember any of it.
Yeah, I don't think I was invited back to play it the next year.
Apart from guys walking down the street doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
So when
you were playing something like that, how much of that, because one of the things I always find as a drummer, because I don't practice a lot and I get quite rubbish quite quickly, is the breakdown between brain and hands. And when you've got the ideas coming through of sort of, okay, I've got this coming up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. How much of it is automatic and just complete synchronicity between both elements? And how much is it, I'm thinking ahead, I've got this coming up, I want to do this fill here, I'm going to do this groove here?
Yeah. In terms of the second half of that question, I'll go sort of backwards. I don't tend to think ahead too much. I literally think maybe a second or two before, which is why I sometimes end up like fumbling, as it were, because my mind hasn't quite finished thinking what it wanted to do, and yet my hands are already doing that.
Story of my life.
Yeah, basically. And then it sometimes it goes great, and I'm like, cool, I nailed it, great. And other times I'm like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Hang your head in shame and play the rest of the song
think
very tightly.
All have recovered are guilty of that.
Yeah, I'm a product of my environment.
That's where everyone just turns around and goes, ha!
Exactly.
At each other.
Only at each other, though. No one in the audience gives a shit. But what's your favourite drum solo to both of you? Oh, after you. Are we talking types of drum solo? Are we talking like Chop City, or are we talking lots of pocket and groove and fill?
I hate drum solos that just disappear up their own arse and lose all sense of musicality.
Okay, we're going to differ on this.
Yeah, because I like to be able to hear something that's, as you're listening to it, where they start getting really clever with a particular groove, or when you start playing something polyrhythmically, or especially in a jam scenario. When me and Matt did our...
with Carmen.
Yeah, with Carmine. Yeah. That was... He was so much fun, because you'd get your riff going and you get your groove and you get your solo section, and then he'd just start chopping it and changing it up and trying to deliberately fuck you up.
Yeah, throw you out.
And he did
on
sure
many
occasions. And I found that much more enjoyable than watching kind of like a drum solo where
it's just the drummer going hell for leather.
Yeah, I mean, it's good if you've got someone who can orchestrate really well and can still keep a sense of musicality to it. I love it.
Yeah,
it's when it starts getting into kind of just like and it becomes so polyrhythmic, or that you're like, I could sit a small child hitting random shit on the drums and it wouldn't sound any different. No. What about you?
I'm best of both worlds, if I'm honest. Like, one of my favourite drummers is Benny Greb, and he's very much he sort of starts off with a foundation, and then he'll like build it up to this like incredible, groovy, technical, wicked drum solo out of sort of like, and it will just start very much, basic, just a, and before you know it, you're in some sort of fucking wonderland of drums.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible to watch. And I've seen him a couple of times. I've never seen him with a band. I've only ever seen him as a solo, drum clinic type setting. But incredible to watch him. And, he's played along to tracks and done the same thing within those as well. And whether or not he'd have thrown these musicians off around him like you and Matt, I don't know. Probably not. But I also really like people like Thomas Lang, who are technically just phenomenal, and I can sit there and watch him, and I'm like, how is he doing it?
But a lot of it's the showmanship as well, isn't it?
It's an entertaining drum solo, but there's a reason that he can pack a hall full of drummers every time he clinics, because he's never going to struggle doing what he does. You know, but he is a bit of a freak. He's a bit of a one-off, and the stuff he does, like, yes, other drummers can probably learn it, but he's sort of...
Is he Austrian?
Yeah.
There's something about certain Austrians and dedication, whether you've got Arnie, who just dedicated himself to whatever Arnie set his mind to do, he would achieve. Thomas Lang sets his mind to be one of the best drummers on the planet.
Yeah.
And achieves it.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, oh, he's not a very groovy drummer, he won't just... But then there is sessions he's played on. He's the most in-demand session player in the world. And that's for a reason. It's not just because he can like play every chop in the world and do all these complex rudiments and orchestrate them around a kit with his feet and hands.
No, what you're seeing when he's doing a performance like that is...
It's tailored to drummers.
Yeah, while what he plays on a record is going to be
tailored to the
different.
music. Exactly, you know. So, hope that answered the question. I like the best of both.
We've heard that about you.
Who's your favourite drummer to you both?
You first this time.
I don't really have a favourite, because there's so many. It's like saying, oh, what's your favourite ever film? It's like...
Who inspired you the most?
Probably my dad.
Oh, check this. Some dad hero worship going on.
Well, yeah, because like, I can't say if it wasn't for my dad, I never would have picked up a pair of drumsticks, because I don't know what the alternative reality of my life is.
Yeah.
But I can certainly say that if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have picked
You
them up.
probably would have got in a good band in that alternative.
Maybe.
reality.
Yeah, maybe. Could have made it.
Had a career.
I could have learnt guitar and had less gear.
Well, say that. Matt's got a fair amount.
That's his own doing. He has choices, and he's made his.
True.
Yeah, so my dad's without him, I would never have touched the drum kit, you know, in this lifetime, for sure. So he's one of my biggest influences and one of my favourite people in life, really. But in terms of the way my playing's developed as I've got older, you know, we touched on it earlier, Dream Theater, Mike Portnoy is a massive influence on me. But I can reel off so much stuff that's input on my playing from him, but then I'll watch other drummers like gospel drummers, or Bruno Mars's drummer, Eric P. Hernandez, and I can watch him for just as much as I could watch Mike Portnoy, and they both entertain me to the same degree.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably more recognisable in my playing that I'm a Mike Portnoy fan, but at the same time I'm a massive fan of these other drummers who I can't necessarily replicate, but I appreciate to the same degree what they do, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
I hope.
I think mine... Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden would be a massive one.
He's a powerhouse.
Yeah, but he's just, again, very inventive in kind of the little things he does. And if you ever watch an Iron Maiden performance, he will never play the song the same way twice.
No.
There'll always be just little inflections, and you can see when he's playing, he's thoroughly enjoying himself.
Yeah, he has a great time on stage every time.
Yeah,
and his kit is phenomenal.
Yeah,
that
was a big inspiration for me when I was sort of first I bought a big drum kit.
Yeah.
So 4 rack toms, floor, and everything. And after seeing that, I was like, no, I got some rotor toms and
stacked it to the point where the ceiling isn't high enough anymore.
Yeah. So I think it was Nico McBrain, and then when I got into Vinnie Paul for a while from Pantera, when I got into that, and then
he's an underrated drummer.
He's very dead now as well, which is a real shame.
That. He's a very underground drummer.
Yes.
But yeah, powerhouse again. I saw him with, what was his other band called?
Damage Plan.
There was another one that he's been in since Dimebag passed.
Yes.
What were they called?
I can't remember.
But he played for that. I think they supported Steel Panther, maybe. And yeah, solid drummer, you know.
But again, he's one of these. He was massively influenced by Neil Peart, and he wasn't just a freestyle drummer. He wrote the parts for the songs, and they're very intricate parts. When you if you try and play any Pantera and sort of don't play it right,
you can tell.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It was specifically crafted for that music, and it works so well.
Yeah, it's very well knotted together. That stuff.
Yeah,
great band.
So I think from there, because I've primarily listened to a lot of metal.
Ed's nailed it. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
Well done, Ed. Cheers, Ed. Hello, Ed.
But
hope you're well, mate.
Then I got into sort of Cradle of Filth, basically, and Nick Barker, who was the drummer for them at the time. Astounding metal drummer. And again, another one inspired by Rush. So you'd listen to the intricacies of his fills and the creativity that was going on. It wasn't just all solid, there's loads of little things going on that to try and replicate it, you would have to sit down for weeks. So, and then after that, I got into all sort of different stuff. I think those guys were the fundamentals of...
For you, and what shaped you, as it were, as a drummer.
I think so.
Yeah, there you go. Nice rounded answers.
Matthew, the important question, of course, what is your favourite chocolate bar?
I love a dairy milk mixed with Oreo.
Really? Interesting.
They are phenomenal. I could smash a whole bar in the sitting comfortably, and then probably do another one if there was one available to me. That's not a challenge to anyone who comes to a gig, by the way. Bring chocolate and start just feeding me because I'm big enough.
You're not going to turn it away, though, are you?
No, exactly. I can't say no. I'm like a Labrador. I never know when I'm full. I just keep going until I puke or die.
Megadeth Addicted to Chaos. We might have some Megadeth. Actually, we could chuck out a Megadeth one.
Megadeth's a band I've only sort of got into recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, I never really... It wasn't that I ever disliked them or couldn't get into them. I just never really listened to them. And only recently, in the last couple of years, have I started, and I think they're fucking great.
They are.
I love
Incredible
them.
band.
Much prefer them to Metallica.
Yeah. They're like what Metallica could have been.
Yeah, basically. I just can't stand Lars. I hope you hear this, Lars, you prick.
There's a brilliant... very quickly, there's a hilarious snippet. Like, you know when ever Lars is on camera, he starts performing, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm being watched.
Yeah, there's a clip where he's just kind of playing and he's not realised he's being filmed, and then all of a sudden he sees he's being filmed, and then he just starts going... It's just like...
Stay on me, cameraman, this is my moment.
Bless you, Lars.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind his bank account.
No, but then he was... If you actually listen to his playing, he's very original.
Certainly on the early Metallica stuff. I think my problem with Lars is, despite the fact that he's a similar age to a lot of other drummers who wrote brilliant stuff, he can't play it anymore. It's like he's gone, I don't want to practice, I don't want to make sure I'm tight, I don't want to give the best I can live, this is it now, and I'm just going to play it, and if it's shit, then fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whereas any other drummer in his shoes would be like, there's an expectation for me to perform these parts to the best of their ability, and he doesn't do it. Yeah,
there's clips of Hetfield kind of turning round when they've played like TV shows.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing, Lars?
Yeah, fucking stop.
Hetfield still got it though, still as solid and tight as ever.
Yeah, rest of the band great, but Lars for me as a drummer, I can't get into bands if the drummer's shit. That's just me, unfortunately. How would you rate Ron Bushy? Amagada da Vida.
Yeah, Inagada da Vida, baby. You ever heard that?
I don't think I have.
It's very. I think it was kind of 60s psychedelic. It was as they Garda da Vida was one of those songs that you could say kind of were the early foundations of heavy metal that was starting to push the envelope when it came to the forming of bands like Zeppelin and Sabbath.
Okay.
So they were kind of getting a little bit heavier at the time, and they sort of did this long. It's quite a long epic number called Inagada da Vida.
Right.
But that's the only one I've ever heard. So.
Never heard of them. I will check them out, and then I will get back to you, TL.
Right, so
Matt
says play me a song.
Well, it is his birthday, so we should give him a little present, shouldn't we?
That's true.
Right, let's play She Fucking Hates Me by Puddle of Mud. Let's play something he loathes. There's a lot.
Oh, God, yeah. I must have tons on here that Matt hates.
Yeah, this is the problem, is trying to pick one.
Yeah.
Who else is watching? Anyone? What's your personal choice when it comes to picking cymbals? I'm a Sabian guy. And I just tend to go for like a nice dark, sits in the balance but cuts through still. I like a nice pingy ride. Hi-hats. They've got a good,
pingy ride.
Like a pingy ride. Yeah, I like the little effect cymbals, I like splashes and stacks and all that kind of stuff. I never really use them anymore because I just can't be bothered to lug the extra gear around and no one appreciates it. Do you both use, every drummer uses rudiments. It's impossible to play the drums without them.
Very true.
That's my excuse for sticking to singles, basically, forever.
What about, do you know Drive by Incubus? That's kind of something that would dull Matt into a...
Yeah, there's not really too much drumming in it, though. It's more like a sort of... Hasn't got any cross stick.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work on that. Okay, fair enough.
That's about all there is to Drive. Like Incubus, though. Good band.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay, what about then... let's do... I've got one. Matt won't play this because he hates playing it live.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt always goes, no, I don't like it. It just doesn't sound right. Blah,
Play
blah,
Sweet
blah.
Home Alabama. We all hate that, Joe. Hello, Joe.
Yeah, there's depths that we won't sing to.
Won't sing to or sing to?
Both.
Both. We won't sink and sing.
This is for you, Matt.
Happy birthday, mate. We love you.
This is where we find out that we're all playing it in the wrong key, usually. Ready, Matthew? Wake up! Grab a lunch, put a little back up. I just got to fit it with a shake up. Why'd you let the kids upon the table? Here we go, create another bagel.
You wanted to!
Grab a lunch and put a little makeup. I just fit it with a take up.
You wanted to!
Why'd you leave the kids upon the table? I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry. Angels deserve to die. Wake up! Grab a rock to put a little makeup. I just got to fade away the shackles. Why'd you leave the kids upon the table? Here we go, create another bagel. Grab a rock to put a little makeup. I just got to fade away the shake-up. Why'd you leave the kids upon the table? I don't think you'll trust in self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Yeah, my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die.
There you go. That's always good fun.
There you go, Matt.
I don't know why Matt can't speak. Why Matt doesn't like that.
Oh, I think because we don't normally do the harmonies in it, and the harmonies are a massive part of filling out that sound.
We'll have to do the harmonies.
I think we should do the
I
harmonies.
think we should do the harmonies. What do you say, audience? Thanks, Ed.
Cheers, Ed. Do you think we should do System of a Down, what was it called again?
Chop Suey.
Chop Suey and Recovered? Please let us know.
Shop Chewy. Let's go shop for Chewies.
Right. Okay, if we don't do it now, I'm going to bottle it. So shall we go for Over the Bridge?
Sure. Can't do a spoonerism with Blackbird.
No.
Blackbird.
Blackbird.
Oh, Blackbird.
Blackbird.
Blackbird is Blackbird. Spoonerism.
I love that song, but I hate playing. Why do you hate playing it, Matt? What is it about it that you don't
else?
like?
Do you know what else Matt loves playing, Mr. Brightside?
Yeah.
Mr. plays it different every time side.
The magic chord. That is a pisser of a chord, though.
I'm sure it is. But, you know, It's been fucking 12 years.
Okay, right. I've probably played this song probably about 20 times and I've managed to nail it 3. So the odds aren't good.
That many times? I love this fucking song.
So I do apologise.
This is my favourite song ever. I don't care who knows it.
And it's so hard to sing because it's Miles Kennedy.
Great drums, great lyrics, awesome vocals. Best guitar solo ever written in my opinion, which counts for nothing as a drummer.
So I apologise in advance to everybody for what may come out. And I really need a wee as well, so
There's no shredding, that's why he hates it. Ed, you might not have watched Matt recently, but he tends to shred over whatever the fuck he wants.
He's actually...
he has mellowed.
He's mellowed as he's got older.
Yeah. He's losing his enthusiasm.
I think it's because we're all getting out of practice, so none of us dare to do anything too fancy anymore.
Exactly. That's why I'm here doing it now.
Okay, are you ready, Mr Josh?
Let's go, mate. Let's smash it.
Wish me luck, everyone.
Don't let your nerves mean you come in at the wrong spot.
Don't let my nerves make me come at the wrong time. Yeah.
Better to come in the sink than drown in it.
The willow, it weeps today. A breeze from the distance is calling your name. Furl your black wings and wave across the horizon. It's coming to sweep you away. It's coming to sweep you away. See you, buddy. Let the wind carry you home. Blackbird, fly away. May you never be broken again. Fragile cannot enjoy the wrecked and the jaded, the dream so impure, the static of this cruel world. What's that going with? Sorry, that was my bad. Don't to love, they've seen their days long before they've seen their days. Fly away, may you never be broken. Thank you, Atta. Gee, look.
Well done, I can't get anyone's name right. Well done, Michael. Hold on.
Oh yeah, we found out.
Can everyone hear
Check
that?
this.
Oh, it's not working as well. There it is. That's the sweet spot.
Josh can do a drum fill just purely by the power of clap. Have I got the sensitivity turned up so much because I'm a pansy player?
Maybe.
Possibly. Dun, 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 dun.
I might have to do that from now on, just to treat myself.
Nice. I think that was probably the best I've ever sang that, so you must be the lucky charm.
I am the lucky charm.
You are.
Like a little leprechaun. Well done, mate. You smashed it. I love that song.
Literally, you know, it's like when I do Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah.
And you get ending. That as you're getting to the high note, and I can feel my sphincter just going.
I can see your sphincter going. I literally witness it.
It looks like
time.
this.
Like a cat's bottom. Help!
Cheers, everyone. Cream White Room.
Jesus.
Blimey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun. That's a different tune you're thinking of.
Oh, yeah. In the way.
You're thinking of you're thinking of that's Led Zeppelin, isn't it? Dun 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 in my days. White Room's like da 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 dun 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 da 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 in the White Room.
I do vaguely know it.
It's got some of the most drug-fueled, horrendous lyrics that are just. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he passed away a little while ago, didn't he?
What, Ginger?
Ginger. He looked absolutely out of his head his entire life. I'm surprised he made it that far.
Not a very nice man.
I don't know enough about him.
There's a documentary about him. He's just a very, very nasty, bitter man.
It's always great when these famous people are dickheads.
Indeed.
Like, you're this lucky to be where you are, and you're a bellend.
Right. What are we going to go for then? Message in a bot. Now, have we got...
That's a dull song to play. I've played it so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to kick you off with a tune because I really need a piss. I'm sitting doing that kind of sway thing. So I've got something I can chuck in.
All right.
There's probably got some lyrics to it. What about... Have you ever played the Riverboat song by Ocean Colour Scene? No? Okay.
I mean, you can chuck it on and I'll see how I fuddle through it.
Got some really weird changes in it, so that's probably not advisable.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for... Oh, you might be able to have some fun. Has this got guitar in it? No, it hasn't, because it was one of Simon's. I know what we're going to do, Josh.
Okay. You're just going to put a click on and run away, aren't you? There you go.
The intro to this song goes tickety bum.
Oh, fucker. Oh, don't make me embarrass myself in front of everyone.
I've done it several times. Have fun.
I hate you.
Chidle or Farquhar. All the way, Rosanna, yeah. Q Matt. I think I'm actually starting to see when you're actually thinking. There is a change in the face of concentration. The eyes close, first of all, and there is more of a kind of...
It's more of like,
there's
when
a
my
grimace.
eyes shut, it's more because my hand is cramping.
Yeah, that is an absolute bugger of a song. That's kind of one of the benchmarks for drummers, isn't it? Being able to play
and
that song.
I'm fully aware for anyone who's watching going, he isn't playing that right. I'm fully aware I don't play it right.
That's fine.
I can't replicate Jeff Porcaro. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
He is, that's one of those iconic drum beats that will live on forever and will always be a standard.
Yeah.
It will never not be.
No, it doesn't matter how good drummers get in the future. It was just one of those kind of peaks of drumming.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
On paper, it's nothing.
No.
You sort of think, oh yeah, that sounds easy, and most people sort of be like, oh yeah, I can do that. But it's all the little ghost notes.
Yeah.
And like that's not right, but
it's the essence of it.
As close as I can get it. If I sat there and studied it and practiced it, maybe Josh closed his eyes because you were staring at him.
It was just starting to get really uncomfortable while I was doing this.
Don't you lose my number, Atta. I'll send it to you. Oh my god.
Yum,
I
yum,
don't know if
yum.
any of you could see his face then, but it was quite a picture.
It's my Albert Steptoe face. From Steptoe and Son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harold!
Right, I reckon
maybe I'll play blindfolded from now on.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. There we go.
No, but then you won't be able to check my arse out
It's an
when we're on stage.
improvement for everybody. Yeah.
Okay, for the last song of the evening, Josh is going to wear that on his head.
All right. I feel very uneasy all of a sudden.
Yep.
It's really disorientating, actually.
Is it?
It is a bit.
Ah.
No. Where is everything?
Okay, let's try and find something that will give you a bit of a challenge then.
I apologise if I hit anything I'm not supposed to.
Oh. Okay, I've got one for you.
All right.
I just need to grab some lyrics.
Gojira. I love Gojira. Gojira are one of the bands that I've got into recently. I say recently, the last 5 years. Fucking amazing.
It's so weird having your voice coming in here and just looking at a towel.
Is it an improvement though? Because I feel like it might be.
I think this is like what Slipknot were like in the early days before they could afford masks.
Yeah. They just wear pantyhose on their heads, looking like they're about to rob a bank.
Okay, right. I've got the lyrics.
Okay. The fact that you need lyrics is unnerving, because you know a lot of the stuff we play, which means this must be something totally new.
No, you'll know it. It's just a bit intense.
Oh, it's going to be like Burn or... Ah!
Hatter says, close his eyes to remember the good old days. We never had good old days. Something's tearing me down and down. Can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a gunshot bride with a trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. Squeeze one in at the end. That is it. A horror movie based blindly drumming sessions. More sinister now. Dance, Josh. Dance, monkey.
Oh no! At least I can see the pads now.
Yes.
I was guessing where the hi-hat was the whole time.
You did well.
Thank you.
too complacent at the end and wasn't concentrating on my holdings. I went,
Holy shit.
Sweaty?
I am now. The towel did nothing to wipe the sweat whilst I was using it as a blindfold.
I completely forgot about my smoke machine.
I
could have.
We can't finish now then. We've got to carry on until we fill the fucking whole room with smoke.
Okay.
Mesmerising rubbish rat style drumming in the subway.
Oh, bless, we've had thank you.
Thank you, someone.
For your little donation. That will go in the kitty of trying to pay for gear to repair in this room.
Yes, because you've had something break on you this week.
Oh, it's been a nightmare. Oh, here we go. Whee!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks quite sinister.
It does a little bit.
I was going to keep pumping.
Do you ever just sit in here and turn that on for no good reason? When you're not streaming?
What? Just to pretend I'm a wizard?
Yeah. Just bend over and all of a sudden smoke fills the room.
Sometimes. I haven't, but I will.
I like
will
the vibe
now.
though. The vibe is cool.
Okay, right, for Lord Farquhar, we are going to do a bit of Fleetwood Mac.
Are we going to be loving you? No, because it's not the right thing to do.
I think so, because I think that's the only...
Loving you.
I have got that one, haven't I? Yes.
Let's just do the ending of the chain.
Yeah. Okay. We are, by the way...
available for bar mitzvahs, funerals...
There is that.
Elderly people's homes. Young people's homes.
But we are gradually recovered a very generously recording all of our stuff with backing tracks and everything. We're actually putting them onto an iPad so that when we do things like this, we can use the recovered set as well, which gives us more song options to play and things like that. Because we do so many songs. I just haven't got the tracks for them. So hopefully over time we'll be expanding this repertoire. I'll be...
It'll grow.
Donations permitting, we'll download some more tracks.
We've got some new ones to come that we haven't... They've been in the work for a while, but we haven't actually played them yet. There's some bangers to be revealed still.
That looks really good from here. It doesn't do it justice over there.
No, I don't know. Maybe you need like a fisheye camera for the whole room or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something to capture the whole vibe. Yeah, it looks sick in here, though.
It does look really cool.
I can't see you, so...
It looks even better.
Maybe that's improved things.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Lord Farquhar.
I'm just joshing.
So, check you. Are you ready, Josh?
Go on then. I'm not sure I know this one. It's been a while.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. that's the end.
That be that then.
That be that.
That be all. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and a wee donkey. Good Lord.
I think when I get some money, I'm going to definitely add some more stroby type lights in here and things. And
it does look cool in here, to be fair. I think if we went back into any lockdowns, God forbid, then I'd be quite happy just doing this on the reg.
Yeah, I mean that actually looks really cool.
It does look great here.
Awesome.
Wicked.
Right, so everyone, you're all just invited over here. We'll just we're not going to go out and do shows anymore. We'll just do them from this room.
Yeah.
Squeeze you all in here.
What we need is like a two-way thing, so people can be in the stream as well.
I wondered if you could do that with something like Zoom, where you could actually have people.
But yeah, so you can see them like dancing and nodding along and all that sort of stuff. So you have like us in the centre, and then faces around. I wonder if you can do that.
That's not a bad idea.
That would look cool, wouldn't it? And then you can literally have like a gig with everyone.
All right.
The internet.
We'll look into that and see if that's actually if I've got the bandwidth and the computer power to handle it.
We might have to relocate everything to somewhere
with
better internet, like NASA.
Yeah, possibly. Right, Josh, it's been an absolute blast. I've loved having you here. It's been so much fun.
Thanks for having me. You think after like how long has it been now? It's got to have been 10+ years, isn't it? We have this conversation regularly when we're like, how long have we actually been a band together?
We can't remember,
but we can't. None of us can pinpoint it, which either means we're bored or we're just not paying attention. Who knows? But you'd think after all that time that this sort of thing wouldn't be fun. Do you know what I mean? Cause
yeah,
like
I know what you mean.
We've been in a room together and played so many times that you sort of think it would have worn off. But even now, like, we're still going strong, and this is good fun. Like,
I think we're really lucky as a band because we've got a group of guys who are not only they are all really musically talented, but we all just love having a laugh, and
absolutely.
It's because we're not afraid to try new songs. We're not afraid to try stuff that's out of our comfort zone and things that just people wouldn't normally try. And I think that keeps it alive.
Definitely, yeah. So there's always a bit of like, yeah, we have to play certain songs often, but you know, you don't get booked again if you don't do that. So, you know, you have to do the ploughed creases.
There's a spoonerism.
I'm so used to doing this. Is Dave Carter's fault if he sees this, you little bugger.
Dave, you bastard.
Dave, you bastard. Yeah, Dave loves a spoonerism, and now, as such, apparently my entire vocabulary is spoonerisms.
It is.
I was trying to think of how I could say that as a spoonerism off the
Your
bat.
covabulary.
My covabulary is poonerspisms. Don't know.
Runespism.
Runespisms. But you know, we do add a lot of stuff regularly. We do try and do things that other bands don't do, which is, you know, you go in depth for a band, and unless it's a function band and you're doing weddings, which tend to be a bit more niche. You know, the general sort of pub bands, I don't want to slate anyone or say, you know, bad of anyone, but everyone does similar stuff.
Yeah.
So at least we've recovered. I think we've carved ourselves a little gap where we still do stuff everyone knows, but we do different things.
Whether you like it or not is a different matter.
Yeah, sometimes we get it right, other times we get it wrong. You know, when we first did Bat Out of Hell, we didn't think it was going to be in a guaranteed set number for the rest of the time, did we? And Wuthering Heights. I, for one, was like, Wuthering Heights, are you frigging sure? Like, what's happening? What's happened to the Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
Yeah, that was a Pandora's box that should have stayed shut.
Yeah, but do you know what? Fucking hell, it don't have to go down well every time we do it. You know, and it's not easy to sing, and I think it's a bit of a showpiece now. And I think if you didn't do it, it'd be disappointing to anyone who had seen us do it before. So
it's a silly place.
It is a silly place, but there you go. So, pleasure to be had. Thanks for having me.
Lovely to have you, dear boy. Right,
Great to see you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's been lovely to have you. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for various drummy people who've tuned in. Thank you. It said someone donated, so I will find out who you are later and PM you and say thank you personally.
Gracias.
So remember, any donations really, really go to helping keeping the stream running, so paying for trying to improve my setup and also paying for repairs.
There's a lot of stuff in here, guys, which you don't tend to see on the other side of the camera here, but Mike's like put in quite a lot in here, you know, aside from the actual room itself, which is built into another building.
Yeah.
You know, it's all been built from literally the ground up. So, you know, I know no one forces you to tune in, but support Mike where you can because he does a lot in here. You know, so I think everyone enjoys a bit of the entertainment, to be honest. You know, and certainly us musos enjoy coming and joining it.
Splendid.
There you go.
Righty ho.
Right, I'll see you on Sunday, mate.
Yes, there won't be any streams next week. Unfortunately, I have got to work lots of overtime because I'm fucking skinned.
He's got to pay for everything in this room.
Mate, I've got... for those of you who own pets, when you start getting vet bills pouring in, especially as your pets get older and they get more and more things wrong with them, so I am going to have to, unfortunately, do proper work.
Yeah, look out for Mike on street corners, guys.
Yeah, there will be much arse selling and gobbling going on. Gobble, gobble, gobble. So yeah, next week we're having a break while I do loads of overtime, and then we will be back after that. But if you are about Sunday, we are at the, providing weather holds up, but I think the pub are going to try and accommodate that if the weather is shit. We will be at the White Hart in West Bergholt. Really lovely place, great people. So come along and it'll be really good fun.
Proper family pub.
Yeah.
Lots of space for all the kids and everything to run around.
And it'll be a daytime gig, so I think we start at 4:30, so you can bring the kids. We won't swear as much as we normally do.
No, we'll even bleep out the swear words in songs to make it a family-friendly show.
There we go. All right, everyone. All the best. Take care.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Ciao.